everybody, welcome back. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. So today, at the end of the day, worked on this electrical print right here, in the real world, obviously. So I'll go over there and show you in a second, but we got the electrical room right here across from the hallway. So we started running some pipe out of the electrical room. We'll finish that later, which goes into the panel, which will be another shutdown. So we got this 3/4 inch EMT stubbed into the electrical room, got that fire caulked, and then it went across the hallway 90, and then basically did a little offset here around an obstacle. And then we went about down to here with our pipe. There was already some strut on the wall, so that was nice. So we're just hitting the strut on the wall. So we'll finish Monday maybe, but we'll continue working on Monday, and we will 90 down into this room, down this wall, 90 down onto this wall, and then 90, and then we're gonna mount a box down here, which is gonna be for like a refrigerator or something, maybe a copy machine, but we're gonna pull like 3 circuits with a spare, or 2 circuits and a spare, so 3 total. So we'll probably work on that, maybe a shutdown next week for that, not sure. So I'll go show you guys that right now, and then I'll show you what we worked on at the beginning of the day, upstairs in the surgical lounge, or whatever you want to call that place, which was basically just putting on some extension rings. But yeah, for the rest of the day, we just worked on this pipe run, using the containment cart in the hallway. And yeah, so I'll go show you guys that real quick, and that'll be it. All right, so we're in here in the electrical room. So we're gonna be taking out 2 1-inch pipes, 90ing those and mounting a box somewhere over here. Then we're basically gonna take our 3/4 inch out of the top, probably over the top of these or somewhere in here. I'm gonna 90 out the top, probably with a kick off the wall, or kick off of the wall, or anyways, kick off the wall or kick onto the strut. However, I'm not saying that right. So we're gonna kick 90 down the wall somehow, either off of the wall, or off of the strut. I think I said that right. So we're gonna do a kick 90 right there over the top, another 90, and then meet up with this guy right here. So this is what we had to do right here. Got some fire caulk on that bad boy. And because the hole on the other side was as low as we could go, it wasn't quite level, so we had to do a little offset here onto the bottom of this strut right here, so we could get that level on the other side. And then from there, we went ahead and went across. I'll show you guys this real quick. I got a ton of people out here. Okay, so we're good. So we went straight out of the electrical room, 90'd onto the strut up here. There was some pre-existing strut, like I said. We basically went all the way down to right about there, and then to finish, we'll have to go down past this window a little bit more, maybe another 10 feet, and then 90 back into this room right there is where we're going. So inside of the room, we're gonna 90 up on top of this wall. There is a wall up in the ceiling. I'm gonna 90 in, 90 down this wall right here. Go down here, and it's open. There's an open spot right here where it's not sheetrocked. And then we're going to 90 down here, basically to this ceiling tile right here, and figure out how to mount a box somewhere. I have to drop another ceiling grid wire for our box, or shoot it all thread down. Anyways, we're gonna support a box there, and then basically flex or MC down for a spot for like a refrigerator, and a spot for this copy machine, so I have dedicated circuits. So yeah, that's what we're working with in this little old abandoned office area place. So like I said, all the way in here to there, dropping down the power to these areas right there. So we'll be working back on that on Monday inside of here. This is the old security office where I came in the first day to get my security badge, in this room right here on my first day. And I've been here for like 2 months now, so throwback to the first day I was here. All right, so at the beginning of the day, went ahead and threw on some extension rings right here. Maybe we can take one of those off on Monday, but for now I just threw 2 of them on there, got the cover on there. So Monday we'll be taking off this temporary disconnect switch, and then everything will just be inside of this box. because that was for temporarily shutting off the power inside this room for the can lights and the ceiling lights for 277. Don't want to get hit with that. But like I said, we got everything done in here, all the lights except for that trim and the cover. So basically just threw on that over there at the beginning of the day, and then I think we threw in another extension ring right here for this 411, put that cover back on there. And yeah, I forgot to mention the panels that we pulled the wire into yesterday. If you guys want to see that, I'll throw some pictures in. But we pulled the home runs through this 90 right here, which goes all the way back to the panel. So we did a red, black, and a blue number 10, and they're neutrals. So that's 6 wires plus the ground, so 7 number 10s going back to the panel with 3 circuits already in there. And it went really easy, so that was really nice yesterday. But that was pretty much it. We just put these extension rings on the covers, and then we basically just left out of here. Took everything out of here, took our carts out of here and our 3 ladders, and got everything done. So this is what it looks like. Got all the covers off right now so they can paint. We got our cut-in box here for the TV or the monitor and the data. They patched up the old TV box and the fire alarm box, moved the fire alarm box with a junction box right there. Brought the new fire alarm over there, waiting to put that back on. Made that single into a quadplex right there. Turn this duplex receptacle into a quadplex. Cut in a quadplex right there. Cut in a data. Cut in a duplex receptacle. Changed all these switches out, and that is still the receptacle. Added this under counter switch or receptacle. I think that's going to be a receptacle to power the under cab light right there. And we also added another dedicated circuit so they can have a second microwave box. I think that pretty much wraps it up. Another TV over there, another cut-in TV and data. And then took off the plates for that. Took off the plates for that, and that's pretty much it. Oh, also cut in these 2 switches right here, which is for each light has its own switch, which is really dumb. So this left switch is for that light, and the right switch is for these 2 can lights. But yeah, the switch for there is over there. That other switch is for that light, and that switch right there is for that light. So each light has its own switch, and it's a dimmer, so kind of dumb, but otherwise. And then we moved the clock box from there, from that junction box, piped over and over to there. So that's this whole that's the whole rundown here on the Physician's Lounge. Got the lunch box over there. So yeah, that's the whole rundown on the Physician's Lounge. Just have some tiles off for them to do some inspections. I think we might have to throw like maybe a ceiling grid wire on that one to support that for the second time, because each of these get a support for each light, one on each corner. So I think that light might need a second support. I'm not sure on that one. And then just have to take off this temporary disconnect switch right there on Monday. And I think that's pretty much everything until they paint, and then we can put the covers back on, add some receptacles, add some cover plates, all that good stuff. But otherwise, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. As always, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to follow along. I'd appreciate it. Love the support, and I'd love to see you guys back in the next video. God bless. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Peace.